This woman was live streaming on TikTok like she always does when this happened.
Look at that, Lottie. You're not making my room very aesthetic. Oh, yes. Oh. Where is my kitten? Is he in there? Where's the cat? Can you see a cat? Where's the cat gone? Thank you, Patricia. Sorry, Amber. Jeez, cat.
As she was talking to her audience, a small hand, seemingly that of a child, appeared on the door behind her. Creepy, right? But there's one more little detail that makes this all even harder to explain. If you look at the gap under the door as the hand slid into view, there was nothing there. No shadow, reflection, or anything. So whatever it was either didn't have legs, or had to be floating in the air. But what do you think? Did she really capture something paranormal on camera, or was this just a hoax? Why you should never challenge a ghost.
Come on!
Summer from the UK believes her attic may be haunted, and one night when she went up there to grab something, this happened.
I'm looking for my rucksack because obviously I'm going travelling around Australia and Asia in like a week and a half. Guys, now I'm getting weird energy up here. Ghost, if you are here, give me a sign. Make it a nice sign. Be a love. Be a love. Oh, this is what I wore to Harry Styles. Come on. Nah! What the hell? I said be a love, not be a demon. I don't want no signs. No more signs, please. No more signs. No, find this backpack. No need to fear, no need to panic. Ah! No, I'm getting out. No.
Just seconds after she jokingly asked for a sign, the light suddenly started flickering and it totally freaked her out. Now sure, that could possibly just be a creepy coincidence or maybe even some sketchy wiring, but what happens next is much harder to explain, because just as she decided she'd had enough and was about to leave, she heard this.
Oh, me Uggs are terribly ripped. Ah! Off I go. I ain't returning, hun.
What sounded like a person coughing can clearly be heard coming from somewhere inside the attic. And that was enough for her to get the hell out of there. Summer is absolutely convinced something is haunting her attic. But what do you think? This is the worst thing you could find in your attic when home alone. A woman named Jay recently decided to renovate her old, forgotten attic, and while clearing it out one day, she noticed something that immediately didn't feel right. There was a mysterious hole in the wall, and not knowing why it was there, she leaned in to take a closer look, but what she saw inside was absolutely chilling. As she peered through the opening, she spotted another hole in the attic floor, and moments later what looked like a person's head suddenly popped up before quickly ducking away. The only problem was, Jay was the only person home at the time. The video quickly went viral, with many people warning her that she might need a full home inspection because it looked like someone could be secretly living inside her walls. Trying to make sense of it, Jay checked every room in the house, but she couldn't find a single hole in the ceilings or walls that would line up with what she saw in the attic. And when she went back into the attic with a flashlight to investigate further, things got even stranger, because all she could see now was trash, and the hole she had seen earlier was completely gone. So was this a squatter hiding somewhere inside her home? And if so, where did they go? And what happened to the hole Jay saw in the first place? This guy and his friends were walking through a park late one night when they stumbled onto something that was actually far more deadly than any of them initially thought.
What the fuck?
Oh, hell no.
Yo, they were like just fucking here.
I want to go home. I forgot my pole.
Bro. There's like an actual like meat.
Yo, this shit kind of creepy.
What the fuck, dude? Yo. Wait, it spells something. Bubble. Oh, wait, wasn't it Bezabel or something like that?
In the middle of a pavilion, they found what looked like the remains of a serious dark magic ritual that appeared to be freshly prepared, with drawings of strange symbols and weird items scattered all over it, including one that looked like small pieces of raw, pinkish meat, as well as several dark candles still burning, implying whoever performed the ritual had likely been there right before them. But the most concerning detail of all was what was written around the edge of the ritual in large, bold letters that spelled the word Beelzebub. For those who don't know, Beelzebub is considered one of the most powerful demons, second only to Satan himself. Often called the Lord of the Flies, he is believed to command other demons, manipulate human desire, and bring illness or destruction, and because of this fearsome reputation, people practicing dark magic are often said to call on him for power or to harm others. So whoever set this up was into some seriously dark stuff. Or maybe this was just a prank to scare unsuspecting parkgoers. But what do you think? Why you never go in the cornfields alone.
What?
This girl was out walking through the cornfields in rural Indiana when she stumbled onto something straight out of a horror movie.
Well, I was just walking in the cornfields, minding my own business. Typical Friday night in Indiana. Thought I was all by myself. But apparently, I was not. This is happening. Gonna get closer.
She walked right into what looks like a ritual gathering of a group of people dressed in long white robes, standing completely still in front of a towering figure made of dried cornstalks and wearing a creepy mask. She even walked right up to them, but none of them moved or said a word. They just stood there dead still, staring at the effigy. Now, ceremonies like these aren't entirely unheard of. For centuries, cornfields have been seen as sacred grounds in some cultures, places where ancient rituals were performed to honor or appease forgotten spirits tied to the land. But some people think this was probably just a Halloween skit, while others think she herself might be the leader. But what do you think? Why you shouldn't go for a walk outside after dark.
Oh my god.
Audrey was out for a late-night stroll in the snow when she started hearing what sounded like faint, eerie chanting coming from somewhere in the distance. Curious to find out where it was coming from, she decided to check it out, not realizing she was about to make the biggest mistake of her life.
Bro, I don't know where it's coming from. I genuinely, what is this? It just keeps going. What the fuck?
As Audrey got closer, the chanting grew louder and more intense. Feeling uneasy and starting to worry about her safety, she decided to turn around and head back home. But just as she was about to leave, the chanting suddenly completely stopped. Terrified by the sudden silence, she started to run, and that's when a strange figure suddenly emerged from the darkness and started chasing her until she made it around the corner and managed to get away. Many people believe Audrey may have walked right into some kind of ritual or cult gathering, and that she was extremely lucky to make it out of there alive. What do you think she actually encountered that night in the dark? This is why they say the only thing you should truly fear in the woods is other people.
Did you see my other two guys?
A man and a woman were making their way down a quiet trail deep in the forest, and what was supposed to be a peaceful hike quickly turned into a nightmare when they encountered a mysterious figure blocking their path.
Where did you just come from? I took the wrong way. Oh my goodness.
Did you see my other two guys?
What?
What?
Did you see my other two guys?
Did we see your other two guys? No.
You're supposed to go that way.
No, we're not supposed to go that way.
No. Meet them?
No, we don't want to meet him. How about not?
Things went from weird to terrifying when the strange figure began speaking to them in a highly distorted, high-pitched voice, asking bizarre, nonsensical questions, wondering if they saw her other two guys, and telling them which way they were supposed to be going. Thoroughly creeped out by the figure's erratic behavior and feeling like something's off, the hikers quickly turn around and begin to walk in a different direction, but instead of leaving them alone, the figure begins to follow them.
Something over the tree. Oh my goodness.
What?
I thought that was somebody else.
Should I wear my orange outfit with this? Or the blue?
Oh my god.
What? Oh, why am I... Can't get over that?
Almost. Yeah.
She said, here I come.
My pants are wet now.
take her. Man, she switched her voice.
Really fast.
Yeah.
As the figure continued to follow them, its voice suddenly changed, disturbing the hikers even more. Deciding they wanted no part of the situation, the hikers turned around and quickly walked back the way they came, nervously looking over their shoulders as the bizarre entity continued to call out to them from a distance. Some people think this was a person with sinister intentions, trying to lure them into a trap where her other two guys were waiting for an ambush. Others say the hikers stumbled upon a mimic or a skinwalker due to the eerie, unnatural voice, and the way the voice suddenly switched. Whatever it was, they made the right decision to trust their instincts and got the hell out of there. His kids were with his ex-wife, but something went horribly wrong. In March of 2026, a man in Florida was forced to contact the police regarding his ex-wife, reporting her for severe harassment that had been going on for quite some time. According to him, his ex-wife's behavior had been spiraling and growing increasingly volatile, with the harassment getting progressively worse, culminating in an incident the night before that completely crossed the line. Around 2 in the morning, his ex-wife flooded his phone with 17 missed calls and 9 consecutive deeply disturbing voicemails. And when he played them for the responding officer, the recordings she had left for him were nothing short of terrifying.
Do me a favor and play them.
That's the first voicemail.
Okay, play the other one.
That was 145. This is 146.
You married him back, and you want everybody in jail for your love. You fuck alive, you know that. You're alive. You're alive. You're alive.
You were with her for many years. You're positive that is her voice.
Yes.
As the officer listens, she is clearly taken aback by the recordings. But as the man continued to play them, the messages only got more unhinged.
I hope she gets some help.
Acting on the man's complaints and growing concerns for her well-being, the police later tracked down the ex-wife, and after going through her phone, they noticed that she had already deleted all of her call logs and message history with her ex-husband from the night before. However, based on the evidence that was already caught on camera, she was arrested and later charged under the Florida statute with stalking. Something evil is haunting their house, and things are getting dangerous.
What the fuck?
A man named Joshua had recently moved into a new house when one night, while his sister was home alone, she suddenly started hearing strange noises coming from the basement. Sensing something was off, she starts to record, hoping to catch the sounds on camera, and captures this.
Now as soon as I record it, nothing happens, okay. Huh? Fuck. No, 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 no. You gotta be. What the hell? This isn't funny. This has gotta be a prank. Hello? Oh, thank God. Hello?
As she's looking around, she hears a loud thud from somewhere in the basement, and the hallway light mysteriously cuts out. Seconds later, a door down the hallway slowly opens on its own, before a dark shadow is seen quickly darting across the doorway. Clearly on edge at this point, she goes to check it out, but finds nothing. But moments later, just as she's trying to make sense of what's going on, she hears this.
Guys, this isn't funny. Hello? Hello? I'm coming in. Skittles.
Following the knocking sounds, she opens one of the doors in the hallway, only to find her cat inside the room. And after checking all around, she doesn't find anything.
Okay, this is getting weird.
The strange shadow and unexplained noises have her convinced that Joshua's new house might be haunted. But according to Joshua, this was just the beginning, and things only got worse. A few days later, Joshua posted an update claiming that ever since his sister took that video, the knocking has only gotten more frequent. Kinda annoyed at this point, he follows the sound and barges into the basement to try to figure out what's going on.
Yup, I hear ya. Fucking A.
And just like before, there's nothing behind the door.
Nothing. Always nothing.
However, just as he steps back into the hallway to head back upstairs, he notices the door to the basement crawlspace at the far end of the hallway is now mysteriously wide open, and the light inside is switched on. He goes to turn off the light, and just as he steps into the crawlspace, this happens.
Fucking A. What the fuck?
The second he kills the light, the door suddenly slams shut behind him, trapping him in the dark. Realizing that whatever is down there might have just lured him into a trap, Joshua completely books it. Now, many people pointed out that the knocking they keep hearing always occurs in sets of 3, which isn't a very good sign. Many believe 3 unexplained knocks are a dark omen and often linked to demonic entities, and that by answering the knocks and opening the doors, they might have accidentally released something evil into their home. So do you think there's something sinister lurking in this house? Or are they just overthinking it?
I'm not doing this. Go, go, go.
Things got so bad that everyone at the church had to pray over him. On March 22nd, 2026, a woman named Sandy uploaded what many are calling one of the most disturbing videos of a suspected demonic possession ever caught on camera. Sandy was visiting Our Lady of Grace Catholic Church in Greensboro, North Carolina, when during adoration, she suddenly started hearing demonic screams coming from a man near the front of the church. She immediately started recording as the man descended into a violent physical struggle and captured this harrowing scene. man can be seen acting completely erratic, as if he was in intense physical pain, while screaming loudly and making terrifying noises that didn't seem human at all. At one point, he even reacts aggressively to holy water and the priest praying over him, before eventually starting to calm down and regain consciousness, as if whatever had a hold of him was finally beginning to let go. Sandy recorded several minutes of the encounter, documenting the sheer violence of a demonic possession as it unfolded. It's a rare, unfiltered look at an actual exorcism happening right in the middle of a public church.